Hi, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. So we are doing a necklace, an earring, and a ring in this very tutorial. So not to bore you with too much talk, let's get right into the video. I'll put a needle at one end of my thread, and I went ahead to pick 6 seed bead. I wanted to use bigger seed beads so that the tutorials will be a bit clear. That's why I'm using the gold, but I'll finish up with the red. So it's not like I'm doing a different thing altogether. It's the same design I'm doing. I'm just using different seed bead so that the tutorial will be much more clear. So I went ahead to tie a couple of knots, and I have this tiny circle forming. I'm just going to pass my needle through a couple of beads just to get a bit away from the knot as much as possible. So once that was done, this is what I have now. I went ahead to pick 4 seed beads, 1 crystal, and 4 seed beads again. But with the actual design, I used bicons and seed beads. So I'm going back through the seed bead where my thread is coming from, the opposite end of that particular seed bead, and it should have this forming around that particular seed bead. Now I'm going to pass my needle through the next immediate seed bead on my right, just like so. The shorter thread was disturbing, so I just got rid of it. And back to the design, I went ahead to pick 4 seed beads, 1 crystal, and 1 seed bead, and I'm going through the 3 seed bead counting from the second one. So I let go of the first one, and I'll pass my thread or my needle through the remaining 3. Now I'm going to pass my needle through the next 2 seed beads, just like so. So I'm just going to repeat this process till I get to the 6th seed bead, where I'll come back in. So once I got to the 5th one, now I'm going to pass my thread through the 3 seed beads counting from downward, sorry. So the first 3 seed beads, ignoring the 4th one, so through all the 3, just like so. Now I'm going to pick 1 seed bead, 1 crystal, and 1 seed bead, just like so. And I'm going through the 3 seed beads, ignoring the first one, just like so. I believe that was clear. Now I'm just going to pass my thread or my needle through a couple of beads to make my way to the topmost seed bead close to the crystal. So I'm passing it through all the 4 seed beads, just like so. Now I'm going to pass my needle through any of either right or left, but it should be a seed bead close to the crystal. So I just pass it through the right one. And now my thread is coming out of the seed bead right in front of the crystal. So I went ahead to pick 6 seed beads, and I'm going through the next immediate seed bead, just like so. All your 6 seed beads form a semicircle around the crystal, and I'm going to pass my needle through all the 4 seed beads downwards, just like so. Then through the next seed bead, which was used to form the circle earlier, so just that particular one, and I'm going to pass my needle through the 4 seed beads just to get back to where the crystal is. So I'm just going to repeat the same process till I cover all the crystals. Once all the crystals has been covered, I went ahead to get back through the top, so I'm just going to pass it through the 4 seed beads by the side. So all the 4 seed beads, It's quite clear, so I believe you understand. I'm going to pick one seed bead. Now I'm going to pass my needle through three, just the first three seed beads. It's four, so I'm passing through only three. Let's go of the first one, and I'm going to pick one again. Ignoring the first one, I'm going to pass my needle through three of the seed beads upwards. The seed beads, there are four, so you just let go of the first one and pass your needle through the three upwards. Then you realize it gets to the middle of the design, so you pick another one, and I'm going to go through the next three seed beads. So I'm just going to repeat the same process once again till I get to the end of the design. So it's the same design I have here. Now I'm just going to pass my needle through the seed bead till I get to the topmost seed bead, or the seed bead at the tip. So this is what I have. It's the same thing, nothing has changed. Just make sure your needle is coming out of the topmost seed bead, just like so. I did a couple of them off camera, and to finish this up, let's start with the necklace. I went ahead to pick 6 seed beads, and I'm going back through the seed bead where my thread is coming out from. Then you have this tiny circle forming around it. We are just forming a locket so that we can hang our necklace on it. So I'm just going to go through a couple of seed beads and tie a couple of knots and get rid of the excess thread. This is how our locket looks like. Very simple, very easy. My favorite one is the ring, which we are yet to do. So this is how it looks like. It's quite classy. You can choose to use the gold. I think I showed it real quick. It's coming. So this is how the finished design of the gold looks like. You can also do the same thing. And now to start the earring, I'm just going to cut about 10 centimeters length of thread, a very short thread, and I'm just going to pass it through the pointed part, just like so. And I'm going to pick 3 seed beads on each thread. Now we have 2 threads, the left and the right thread. So I went ahead to pick 3 on the left, 3 on the right, just like so. And I put 1 bicon on it. So that's 1 bicon. These are the crystals I'll be using. So I'm just going to pick 2 of the gold crystals and put on the threads real quick. And this is my earring holder. Where is it? This is the earring holder I'll be using. I'm just going to put the 2 threads through that particular hole. And I'm just going to pass, I feel I'm saying I'm just too much. So I went ahead to pass my thread back through the stoppers as well as the bicons. There's only one, so bicon. Then make sure your work is tight. You pull your thread, and I went ahead to press the stoppers firmly and go rid of the excess thread. And guys, I present to you the earring. So this is how it looks this is how it's going to look on someone's ear. This is all the two, so that's the 2 earrings for this particular design. Is very simple, very easy, so go ahead and give it a try, and let's dive right into the ring. So with a ring, I've put a needle at each end of my thread. The thread is about 30 centimeters long. Then I just passed one end of the thread or the needle through the bicon. Now I went ahead to pick 6 seed bead on each thread. Now I'm going to cross thread with 1, so I picked it on the right, and I'm going to pass the left needle through it towards my right, just like so. Now you make sure the length of your thread are the same, and you pull the design, or sorry, the single bead all the way down. You have this circle forming around the bicon. I'm just going to repeat this same process till I get to the 5th circle. So just it's very easy, very simple, and the ring is very nice and very classy. So yeah, we are almost done. I know you're tired, but we are almost done. So yeah, do enjoy the video. So with the 5th one, this is how it looks like. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5, which we are yet to cross thread. Instead of cross threading with 1 seed bead, I'm going to cross thread directly opposite where we started our design. So my right needle goes through it towards my left. Then I went ahead to get rid of the needles, and I tied a couple of knots. Only one needle goes through, so you can choose to pass your left or your right needle. And then once you have all the 2 threads meeting at the same place, you tie a couple of knots and get rid of the excess thread. It's very simple and very easy. Go ahead and give it a try, and let me know in the comment section the colors you'll be using, and I present to you our ring. Like, I tried, I wasn't very loose and wasn't very tight, so it was okay for either hand. And this is how it looks like very simple, very easy. So yeah, if you do enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell notification so that you'll be notified the moment the next episode is uploaded, which will be on Monday. So yeah, I hope to see you on Monday. Bye.